Rock 100.5 KATT. It's Cameron Buchholtz here with Jeremy from Devil Wears Prada. What's going on, man?
What's up, bro? How are you?
Doing well, man. You guys are kicking off your Flowers tour here at the Diamond Ballroom.
Yes, we have played this. I was just telling you, we played this room so many times, but I've never started a tour here, so it's kind of exciting.
I think it feels like it was really like not long ago that you were last here, but it was like almost
maybe
a year.
like 10 months. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
But I mean, what do you feel about this place? You know, you could be honest. People have strong feelings about, there's low ceilings, there's, it's kind of middle of nowhere.
I live in Nashville, so I kind of like the honky tonk vibe to it. And then I have some memories of us in the day. I remember playing here in 2009, just funny stuff from back in those days. So nice. I have a lot of good memories.
And it's awesome to just browse the weird headshots they have on either side of the stage. You see I
just sent my wife all the funny ones.
Yeah, exactly. I love the Disturbed one where David Draymond stole his pantyhose on his head. It's
iconic,
pretty great. Yeah. But now I guess you guys, don't know what this tour is going to be like, given that it's the first night. But I was looking at your Spotify earlier today, and I thought it was impressive that all of your popular tracks right now are from the new record, which you don't normally see with a band with a catalog as deep as y'all's.
It is really insane, honestly. I've had my friends even just bring that up to me. We I guess gambling a bit. We get bored with something and want to do something new, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. It ebbs and flows, but this record has just gone crazy over the last year of putting out songs from it. And we've got a bunch of stuff on the radio. We've never really done that. We're playing a bunch of big fests that we've just never been a part of. So it just feels cool. We've spent 21 years trying to figure out how to do a band, and we're just lucky that we still get to do it.
Indeed, man. And the record did come out 2 months ago-ish?
Yeah.
Almost. And how much of the new record is in the set list? Because given that it's reacting so much online.
Let's see. I'd say it's probably half and half. From half from this record and our previous one, Color Decay, and then about half from everything else. Which is nice. It's nice to be able to headline. We've done a lot of supporting stuff over the last couple of years, and you have such a short window, and you're trying to show off everything new that you have, and so you end up leaving off a lot of classics and stuff like that. And so we really pulled out some stuff that we haven't done in a while, just to get the mosh going and all that stuff. So.
Nice. And now, what does the stage show look like on this headline run? Is that something you guys are super concerned with? Or?
Yeah, it's cool. We have a screen and some cool stuff all around, and we had a bass player leave last August, and then we really just never went home. We went to South America and South Africa and Australia and Europe, and we really had no time to get somebody to come fill in. So we just had some tracks going on a laptop, and we literally hate that. We're a band's band.
Yeah.
And so this is our first show back with a new bass player, so we're pumped about that.
Awesome. And now, you bring up the tracks. That's kind of a hot topic in the rock world of, because I'm sure you've been to festivals where you see bands and you're like, oh, they're not playing anything.
Yeah, I won't name names.
Sure,
we all know.
Right, yeah, exactly. But that's good to hear that you guys that was a priority.
Yeah, we've never had a guitar on a track. We've never had a vocal on a track. It's just I kind of grew up in this VFW hardcore scene era where our big thing was we had a keyboard player, a real keyboardist, because we were playing venues that didn't have PAs. You had a little speaker for the vocal, and so you kind of had to, if you wanted other sounds, you had to kind of do it yourself. And so we still we try and put on a big show and sound good and everything, but it's mostly just from rehearsing a lot and trying to be tight and not faking. I just feel if you pay this much money nowadays for a ticket, you deserve to hear a band play the show.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if let's say, this may or may not have happened to other bands, if your laptop was stolen, would you guys be able to do the show?
Absolutely.
There you go.
It wouldn't be so fun, but
sure,
we could do it.
You could do it. You wouldn't cancel shows because somebody misplaced a MacBook.
I see what you're saying there. Yep.
But now you were talking about growing up in the hardcore scene and VFW halls and stuff. You guys are on Solid State, which I think is really cool because me growing up, Tooth and Nail and Solid State, that was an important label.
Yes.
So what's kind of your experience of being on there and with those guys?
It's really awesome. We got our start at Rise, and I still love everybody over there, and we kind of had just we're all kind of figuring out this new path forward together. And I was super influenced by like Norma Jean and Chariot and Under Oath and all those guys over at Solid State. And so a couple years ago, I guess maybe 5 or 6 years ago, they reached out and they were working with these bands, Fit for a King and Silent Planet, that I thought were like really cool young bands actually popping out again. And so we went over there, and I love the team. I love everyone over there. And, you know, labels, it's to me all about the people that are there, and I love those people. So
nice. Awesome. And going from like the hardcore scene to the opposite sort of way, you guys are about to push Solo out to radio.
Yeah.
So talk to me about that song and why it was chosen to be the kind of radio single right now.
Yeah, that song is kind of just about the highs and lows of this lifestyle, and I love it so much, but it's just really difficult, especially as you start pushing 40 and, like, you know, it's really hard to maintain a life at home and a life on the road. And I feel like the lyrics are just really relatable to not just people that do this, but just in general in life with everything going on. And for whatever reason, we didn't even push it out as a single. It's like our highest streaming song every week. So I'm like,
nice.
All right, well, if the people want what they want, I'll give it to them.
So that's cool to hear that it was more an organic kind of,
totally.
Oh, that's the one that reached out. Because oftentimes labels will, you know, do all sorts of weird
True.
testing. And
We're very heavy-handed, though. We don't like to be told what to do.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
But, well, man, just stoked for the show tonight. I don't want to take up too much of your time, and just it's always good to have you here in OKC. And,
we are very pumped. It's going to be a really cool month, and I'm pumped to kick it off tonight. And we haven't played so many of these songs like ever in America, and I'm pumped to get them out there.
Well, hell yeah, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Everybody come see Devil Wears Prada tonight at the Diamond Ballroom.